Is it working? Oh, it might be. Let's change this. That's not what it is. Looks like it's up and running. Ooh, that's clicky. All right. Save. Cool. Okay. It would appear. Hey, welcome to streaming or whatever. I guess. Yeah, welcome to streaming. Click that away. Minimize that. I am going to be attempting to draw Shen He. Sheen. Shaquille O'Neal or whatever. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I wanted to because she's really friggin' pretty and cool. My pen tablet is not working. Let's just unplug the mouse because who needs a mouse? In this day and age, I probably just didn't charge it. Oh crap, around my neck. Here we go. There we are. Let's go, baby. Alright, plug it in. Because I have too many things already plugged into my computer. Let's see. Yep, that's my tablet. It is working. Alright. Program is running. Pog. Alright, and I want to save this image because I don't want to have to keep going back over to this to try and get that. And let's just put on some Genshin Impact OST. Because that's some good stuff, right? 6 hours? Sure. That might last us a little bit. Great! I am a student with ADHD. Excuse me. Wow. Great. Okay, thanks. Alrighty. That's pretty chill music. That's good. It's a little loud in my ears. Let me make sure it's not too loud on stream. I clicked off of it and it's okay, it doesn't appear to be. That's good. That means you guys can hear me and not too much of yeah. Whatever. I don't know. Shen He. Let's go. I think I'm also gonna get it up on my phone what she looks like. Just gonna kind of start with some pretty basic stuff. Just kind of draw her, sketch her, maybe work on a couple poses. This song is beautiful though. Alright, let's get on the sketch brush and just make it black, I don't know. Alright, so let's do that. As a matter of fact, I do wish my mouse were connected still. That would be great. But I don't know exactly everything about how to use Manga Studio, so I think I'm just going to do it this way and pray that no one kills me eventually for it. But we're just going to drop that in here. So this is going to be our reference, and we can go to it by just, you know, click, click, click. Right? That seems pretty easy. I wish I had charged my pen before. That would have been nice, because this is funny. I keep looking over here at my microphone. This is funny. Just so big brain. Alright. Cool. Alrighty. Shen He. Let's drop that to 3.0. Alright. I got my wall-mounted TV over here that you can't see, which is why I'll be looking up over there. I hope it doesn't die on me immediately. Great, it didn't. I'll be looking up here because looking over here to my oh, I forgot I had this light. Maybe that'll make it look nicer. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think it really matters all that much because I'm just kind of doing this for me. Let's start with basics, right? We go ahead and we do a circle. Friggin' one circle. Actually, let's figure out a pose. Let's go to this corner. High corner. So this is a head, right? Just gonna have a pole arm, so we're gonna need something that's like equivalent to her body length for that. So we could just do a standard bop standing next to the pole arm thing, right? I am hold pole arm. But that's really, really basic. The pose they gave her was really nice, right? It's a good pose, truthfully. So what if we do one of these where she's got the tilted head, same kind of like blank look going on. Wow, I really am a fan of her hair though. It looks so nice. So kind of like, what am I doing? I'm doing too much. This is supposed to be figuring out a pose. Okay. So tilted head. Let's move it over so that way I don't go off. And she could just kind of, I don't know, I've always been pretty bad with poses, so let's say jonk. And then right? So you only kind of get this top half, and then, you know, massive badonkadonk and these thick thighs, right? I could do that, or I could remove the tilt face and go for a more I'm looking down on you kind of thing, like how the Raiden Shogun thing is. So like, that's too high. Wah. I don't know. I should have looked up poses beforehand. Let me... Frick, man. That'll be easy. Pole arm poses. Reference. No nudity, probably. And if there is, well, that's just a big rest in peace to me, isn't it? Hello? Load up the images, please. Thank you. I guess I didn't click it. Let's do... kind of like this one. That's pretty good. But we do know what everything kind of looks like from this angle, so let's just do this one. Click it. Click, 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 click. Save image as. I'm just going to kind of trace over it a little, just to kind of get a proper one-to-one-ish kind of reference for the pose. Pose. Yes, I appreciate you. So we don't really know what it looks like down here, do we? I guess maybe on the other art, but I only downloaded this. I'm just gonna cut it off at the knees, right? So, oh man, your kneecaps. So sorry, man. All right, Control V. Oh, that's little. You're little. You're tiny. All right. Yeet. That's. There we go. All right. Cool. Pog. Apply to transform. Yes. And I know this is exactly what these. Well, just about exactly what these were used or made for. So I appreciate their existences. Switch that above. Gray. So we want to have a head. Isn't that fantastic? right? So we're gonna have a head up here with kind of the face. I think she's got more of a pointy nose, so just kind of jawline over there. Head coming out. Kind of, it comes out like that on her, right? Obviously what I'm going to do is not going to be very one-to-one with actual human anatomy, but I want it to be pretty good. I also like drawing jawline. I'm not going to bother with that. Like drawing jaw lines from this angle. It's very comfortable to me, almost. I've drawn a lot of jaw lines from this angle, just because I thought it would be fun, and wouldn't you know it, it wasn't. Shoulder, shoulder. So hip kind of comes in here. Right. I still don't know if this is cheating or not, but I wouldn't count it as such because, like, these are reference images made for reference. Circle. I guess Shen He's kind of got more of a bigger milkers going on. So we're gonna kind of just do a little bit of giganticisms, which means this would probably come out to about there. Oh, that crack felt good. Wow. Oh my gosh. I broke my neck. Haha. What a loser. Alright. So then from here, the arm come down, hand, that, and then over here, behind the body, we've got this, and here's the other hand, kind of thumb, finger, can't really see the rest of it. Over here you've got thumb, finger, knuckle. Right? And I'm not gonna just straight up trace everything. I just kind of want to get this basic outline, right? Oh, I should get my hands to it. This is where the belly button is. Just gonna do that, and then up here we do the collarbone. Kind of, hers is a little higher. Right. It's definitely because of the angle, right? So we're looking at this. I'm thinking this line right here looks a little too straight. What is... Oh, I see. I just had it going straight when in fact it comes out like a hip. Oh wait, that's the... I'm real smart. This is the arm. Right, we can ignore that. In which case, how do we like that? I guess that kind of means the hips are a bit like that-ish. More like that, which means I would want this to come down a bit lower and then start smoother. Right. Alright, now let's go back to having this. The pole arm comes down like this. Actually, I want that first one back. Just that line, right? This is the pole arm. Right. So now I've got this outline, this general outline. I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, excuse me. We're probably gonna have to move it down a little so that way her hair can fit. But she does have a lot of hair. Right. And her hair is probably gonna come down kind of like... How does her hair go? Right, so let's look. It goes over the front, around the side, long a little bit here, and then a big old braid in the back. Right. Okay. So this back part is going to be a braid. Where does it exactly braid? So down here. So this probably slings back to around here, which means the braid would come down to probably here. So chunky, right? Although it might not come out that far. So chunky and chunky, right? All right, let's just kind of get the general idea for her hair done. As a matter of fact, let's make her hair red so that way we can tell that it's her hair. So this front bit is probably the most confusing part. She's got a little line coming over it, and then a line going under, and then a big line coming over it. And then she's got this hairpiece. So we're going to save room for the hairpiece while kind of creating this. Okay. That's weird. I also really, really love her eyes. Look at those. Those are so pixelated, and they're covered in poop. I'm just kidding. They're so pretty. They are so, so pretty. I love it to death. Okay. Anyways. So let's figure out. Let's say this is probably the... I almost forgot that her hair color was brown for, or isn't actually brown, and that I was just doing the brown, and I was like, wait, what is going on? So her ear is probably gonna be here. Does she have ears? Can you see her ears? You can see a little bit of her ear, and she does have an earring going on. So let's see, it is a 3-part and then it has the little ball, and then the knot, and then the long, okay. Pog, makes sense. Little knot, and then that. Okay, so we're gonna keep it like that. Yes. This will probably come around a little more, or is, I keep looking over at my phone thinking that this image is on my phone. It's not on my phone right now. So she's kind of got a little bit of forehead going on between her head, rather up here at least, because this comes down enough to kind of hide the fact that she's got this much forehead back there. But it's not bad. It's still pretty. So kind of like, yeah, right? So this first line, come around and connect to it, right? And then we'll have this kind of point up, and then there will be the one that comes over and onto it. Layering, I think it should be thinner, and it was more rectangular. There we go. And then a second one, maybe shouldn't go up that high, but this is a sketch, so we'll fix it later. Ja, and then ja. Her eye will probably end up right around here, and I'm gonna have her looking down like this. Yas. Pretty girl. And then, of course, her mouth. Okay, that's a little too far over. And then she has very subtle lips, and I love that on a character, because this, like, it's almost the same amount of pixels wide as her actual mouth line is, and I kind of love that, at least here, because it fits really well. Okay, she's also got a little button nose, but I think most of the Genshin characters have that, at least in this image. We'll get to the rest of her design later. There's so much going on. So then the hair comes around, has a second loop, right? Oh, music got dark. And then up here has, what did it come over and across, kind of from over here where this guy did. So this guy comes in like a nerd. And then this guy's gonna come in from the same place, but I'm gonna have it come down over here. And I also really love this kind of rectangular hairstyle stuff. It's always been one of my favorites in animations. And sort of real life, if you've ever seen someone with kind of rectangular hair. So I guess we're not going to see the earring very much in this drawing. That's fine. Oh, I'm gonna I don't know how to pause. I'll just be right back. I'm gonna plug this in, go close my door because my stepdad got home. I'll be right back. Water. Alright. I had this whole setup. Right. It's a lot. Okay. Blanket. Keep myself warm. This. Drawing tablet. Unplug the pen, because that was totally enough time to get it completely charged. I realize now that this right here is a pretty decent setup though. Alright, so we were doing this hair right here. It kind of blends in with that. So should I take it as like, let me go over here. Should I take it as, let's say this is side profile. Should I take it as this is here, ear, thing behind that connects up here? Or should I take it as it just starts from here and this is where the braid happens? I don't know. I think I like it as it kind of, well, there's also more to it, so, because it's kind of like double layered. So this is kind of coming down from here. This is just the front. Okay, so this is the front. And then from back here, we'll get a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. I think that might be a little wide. Yeah, that's a bit better, right? Oop, we're not doing the neck. And then it comes up here, but also goes straight back here. So this is where the shoulder would be coming in. This is where the other shoulder would be coming in. I think I want this to kind of come back in a little more as well. So we would have some effect lines going across here. As for the top of the hair, it is a little confusing, but it's also simple because it just comes to a stop over here and then comes over. So just kind of and then over here it would also come down. Because it does. Right? It does? Please tell me it does. Yeah, it does. And then it has the same thing. Big chunk in the front. You know, these are the same, and then this and this are the same, where they are a part of the back, so yeah. Just kind of do that, and then this will be a little spot where you can't really see much of what's going on, and maybe I'll change up how this kind of connects up here a bit. I don't like that. I think I want this to curve in there. Yeah. Okay. Let's call that good for now on the sketch, or at least for the hair, because there's still a lot more to get to, right? So we've got this kind of gonna be a gray area in here. We're gonna have this coming across, but also she's got something right there, doesn't she? She has one of these, and I think I'm gonna assume it does one of these on the other side, so it kind of matches. They missed something. No, they didn't. It's a black spot. Wow, why is that there? Not that I'm allowed to complain, it's still like a billion times prettier than anything I could ever do. At least now. So, kind of come across in here, and then back out. Then have it come up here. Let's actually just sketch the entire thing. Right. This neck piece, I think it's cut off by, yeah, rope on both sides, and then a little 4-leaf clover thing right here. Easy peasy. I am enjoying this song. This music is good. I have messages. Ignore. Cool. So I believe this kind of comes down and does one of like these things, and then cha, right? And then there's the red rope over here, and then the red rope kind of comes over here. And then this has a split part. It does one of these, comes behind the red rope, and then comes out again on the other side of her. So we can probably assume that there's one of these things on her back as well. Excuse me, wow. Okay, so it comes across here, hits a big thing, and then a little thing, and a little thing, and then it also goes across this way and hits another big thing. Where is her vision, by the way? I don't... It's probably on her back. I haven't seen it. I've been staring at this image all day, so I would think I would have seen it by now. So, kinda... Let me redo... So it comes here, and then comes out immediately here, and hits the bottom corner of an object that looks like this. Right? I see, okay. So I need to redo a bit of that. No, go back. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I should... what if I... It'll probably be too big by... Oh! Okay, hold on. Oh? Oh, hey, that's... Never mind. We can... I don't know what I did, but... That's pretty convenient. Just kind of hang this boy. Can I hook it up to that? Can I? Wait. But I can do that. and that makes it easy to kind of navigate. Okay. But also, maybe I could. Oh, nope. Just gotta bring it out a little more. There we go. I mean, it's there. Right? That's all I needed. That way I could just kind of look at the design to the right. That made it a lot easier. Okay, cool. So now, we're looking up here, right? She's got, oh, I'm not on my tool. Alright, she's got one of these that comes down and then goes back up. But up here, it actually does one of these. Yeah, look at that. That's messy as all hell. I'll fix it later. Okay, then from there has a line coming down that hits something that's kind of angled like this. So you see a wah, and then a wah, wah. Kind of gets cut off over here. So let's just, this is where the rope is, right? So let's just draw this as the rope. It has one of these connecting to it. There's a lot of loops in these Chinese designs, and I kind of love them. They're really, really pretty. They do them real good. And down here kind of looks like that. So this should be in more on the bottom parts of this. Nice. Okay. Coming in over here. Let's take a good look at that. Right. So to get the kind of same thing going here, we need this piece to kind of curl in on itself. And then have another one kind of do the same thing over here. And then the middle is an orb holding another orb. And then down here, we've got probably the rest of this. Just kind of comes together. And it would connect up there, so maybe this needs to be up a little. Right. Disconnect like that. And then it comes out over here from two sides. So we're gonna start on this side first. And maybe instead we can make this be a little higher. Yeah, that's a bit better. Although I do need to fix that. Nice. Okay, so this will be kind of sunken in right there. Alright, at this point I think we need to decide where this flap, this whole, dress flap is. Because it starts out up here, and there's ropes on either sides, and then comes down to probably about here. Right, and then this will kind of follow up there, come out. This rope goes off this way more. Nice. This connects back up under this, which is hella easy. this goes like this, and then of course there's the wind patterns. Honestly, at first glance, I almost thought she was Animo, and I thought that would have been really cool. I like the Animo characters. They're really fun. I don't really have... I think the only 5-star Animo character I have is Jean. That makes me sad. I wanted Kazuha. I was saving up for Ayaka. I made a choice. Oh, forgot on the hair. My goodness. Up here, we forgot this hairpiece. It kind of comes down. Astute observation, yes. We're not gonna be able to fit the whole thing in this unless we lower her. But I am okay with not having the whole thing in here. So this is where the gold part is. It looks kind of like one of those, what are they called, dendrobiums? Mixed with like a lotus. So like kind of Ganyu's lotus on the bottom right here. But with a dendrobium on top. It's pretty. So this is black part. Black part. Easy. Yeah. Okay. There, now that we've established that. And, oh, this is over here still, so. Right? She's just a little bigger headed than one of these things. If you couldn't tell. You know, an actual human, but it's kind of how art works sometimes. Anyways, going back over to this one, this part, we need the metal thing that kind of comes across from down here to curl up on itself. It's kind of a lot like a wind coil almost, and then it does it again. Right. Okay. And then it hits this metal thing that I don't quite know what it is. But it looks like it's a plate of some kind. That's the rope. That might be a little thick for the rope, so let's just kind of do it like that. Rope, rope, rope. This metal plate kind of comes out over here, bends itself up, out, up, ba. And then it just kind of has some kind of pattern, almost like the geo symbol going on, and then it kind of looks like they outline the metal. Okay, cool. Then zoom back out, and you can see that over here we've got a almost somewhat close to looking like kind of thing. Whee. Okay, that is this. We're gonna go off of that line. That's that, right? And then over here we've got this, which comes across, and then over here this kind of just falls off from right here. And then metal part. And then it ends with this guy. Nice. Does this one end with it? Yes, it does. Okay. We're gonna have that one kind of. Yeah. Wow. Hold on. Staring up too long. Okay. Alright. Now, let's check on this to see what's going on over here. Still seems we're running. That's good. That is a good thing. I am surprised. This is... I should like this. This is a good video. Anyways, back over here. OBS. Well, I guess if we're still live, then it would make sense for it to still be working, would it not? Okay, so come back over here. Right. We're not getting that earring in, but we can probably... Should we just assume she has one on the other ear? You can't assume she has one on the other ear. There is no indication she has one, which is just kind of saying we can't really do that. So then, oh, no. Before we move on, we need to do the rest of this. These. Okay, so this comes down and turns into this. But up right here, I'm going to make a different color for it. And this is going to get real confusing, but up here and here. So it's kind of like 4-leaf flowers. Shaw. Wah. Wah. This is atrocious. Let's do that again. And then come over here, do that. Do that. Okay. I think we can move on a little. Part of me wants to just go on to this part, but that's obviously for stupid reasons. So we're going to move up here to this. We're going to do the arm now. Back to black. Her shoulder has this kind of metal plate on it. Right? And it's going to have this little bit of metal peeking over. And then this coming down. And this coming up. Okay. Sha. And this is going to be the actual shoulder. So now let's look at this. That is pretty plain, which is, or rather simple as a design, which is good for me because I'm not good with complex things. Right? So then we got over here, we got a little bit of that going on. And then it turns into this kind of black underclothing that she's got. Yeah. And right down here where these two parts meet, there is a diamond or jewel of sorts. Just kind of there, right? And then it kind of bibbity, bobbity, boobity. And this is where the black starts right here. What is this? This is why I'm a bad artist. I don't know what... Oh, that's the hair braid. Okay, so for her arm, because this is what we're focusing on, it kind of does one of these, right? So it goes in, out, and this will come back in and have this little piece meeting with it, and then this will come out more and back up to meet this, and this may need to be a little longer because it'll have yet another come even further out and go back up to meet with it. And that is the up here there is another part. Oh my gosh. And this will come down over here and kind of align like that. This is a very good and complicated design, right? And then from here, there'll be a bit of whatever this is going on. I don't quite actually know what that is. I'm just guessing it's like long sleeve kind of situation, like what Raiden has going on. Ooh. Right? It kind of looks like bird feathers coming out of her. So maybe it's kind of like wings. Let's go ahead and just kind of chaw and chaw. Right? Just kind of make a nice straight line for that pole arm. So then we're gonna have this where her hand kind of all conjoins into her wrist and kind of spreads up and comes back in a little. That's a little too soon for it to go back in. So out, in up here. Right? I'm gonna stop trying with that. So with her, she's got these cool gloves, and I noticed that she's only got her middle finger covered. I'm assuming it's so that way she can flip people off better. Because I don't know, why wouldn't you want to? Oh yeah. Her whole design is so pretty, but an entire lot of work. Okay. So like, this is the side of the glove. You can see kind of that, which is not that, but maybe it is. I want to say it is. And then come over here. So only her middle finger is going to get the glove, which means cha. And then, oh, I missed a piece. Hold on. That. It's kind of like fluffy, almost cloud-like thing she's got going on here. I'm just kind of gonna copy that design they've got there because maybe that's the way you're supposed to do it. I don't know. And then come down here. So this is shady, shady, and then dark shady. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so then from here, she's got one of these crossing over, and then one of these crossing under, and it looks like she's got a little bit of a gold plated thing right here at each part. So kind of like, yeah. And I'm gonna just say that we can't see that one on mine. And then up here, it looks like she's got, again, another gold-plated thing, but this time attached to feathers. Ja? That's not. That's not. Ya. Ya. That's too thick. Kind of like that. Right. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's a way too much. So then we're coming back over here. Right. And we're gonna go ahead and take this part of her design and just kind of breeze through by marking off the more probably well understood areas. So this is the gold-plated hip revealer, because who doesn't want that? Again, she's got another one on the other side, but you can't really see it too much. And then she also has a little bit of this coming up out of there with a knot and one of these on the bottom, of course. And down here at the bottom of this, she's got another loop going on, this time with a diamond shape in the middle, and only 3 loops. Man, what happened to your 4th loop, lady? And then of course it goes into a metal bit, because who wouldn't want to wear metal on their legs? Wah. So this is skin. Of course you can totally read that. This I want to fix a little to be more normal. This too. It's not specifically human, but it's better than nothing, right? So then of course that comes up, and then there would be this little line right about there, and then have this, and then right here is this guy who is another diamond shaped boy with 3 loops and nothing else. I'll get to the other hip plate in a bit, I swear. Just for now I want to do this. This kind of comes up out of here. That's a good marker point for me to be able to recognize it from. Comes from right there, as you can see. I guess it's on the other part on this one, but we're gonna let it slide. Which means this one actually comes more like that. And I think I'll just be a little forgiving and give it to this on the inside. We'll get to these parts of the design later. The little floweries on the stomach and that jazz, because that's a lot of work. I am super amazed by everything MiHoYo does, truthfully. Right, so there's that. That is kind of come out as one of those does. One kind of more firm line. How are we looking? We're looking a lot better, right? And this kind of comes out back in and then goes out like a normal chest does. This side come across. Oh, she's kind of tilted, so it comes across like that. Means this would be coming down here and going back out there. So here's the hip, and then here's that. Yes, that and him, of course, and then down here would be the response loop down there, with a little bit of the metal part being able to be seen. Right, and then let's kind of I want to erase that a little bit because this is confusing right here. Fix it, because it's definitely too much. Oy. That is a lot better. Alright, and then this come down like that with a responding, of course, opposite line. This thing has a line in the middle of it. Yes, it does. So then we kind of got a little bit of the under boobers tease, kind of like what they did with Sarah. And then over here on this side, we're gonna have one of these. Right, it dips into the middle, curves back up, comes back over here, right? Whew. I guess it would probably come from a little higher then. So this is restricted area. I guess maybe I want to make these come in a little more. And we're gonna go fix this shoulder because I actually just realized that I forgot it. It's gonna just kind of be a little bit of visible. You can kind of see the gem and a bit of the metal, and then maybe a little bit of the skin, but other than that you probably won't be able to see much. We're gonna go ahead and say this is where the gold part is. Right, it comes down, back out, down, out, in, and then down here kind of puffs up a little, of course. So this is where the hand is. What did the hand look like underneath? It kind of was actually a really good position for a finger that I just kind of chose not to really utilize, or rather for finger, yeah, shut up, Ron. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just gonna copy it, steal their homework just a little, and then fix that more to my liking. This is the thumb. Of course, she's got, and then this middle finger is the one with the gloves. So, kind of just. And that's gonna come out over the thumb. Not bad. Doing pretty good. My goodness. There is a lot more parts to this than I actually really realized. So we're gonna start with this up here. Kind of looks like it's supposed to just kind of be like leaves-ish, maybe grass blowing in the wind. This is that line, so this needs to be. This is really intense music for drawing. There's another one right here. So this will all kind of just, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of fill in. No, that'll make it more confusing than it needs to be. Okay. Over here, we're gonna zoom in once. We're gonna have her belly button here. I guess belly buttons kind of do that. Kind of a little more emphasis there. Belly button, and then bit of a line, bit of a line. So up here, kinda comes out like leaves. It is very leaf-like, right? And then we'll have a responding one, of course, across from it. Yeah. Whoop, that's too far over. kind of like the same leaf, but not protruding as much because it's on the opposite side. Yeah, okay. So then of course she's also got, we're kind of setting the outside boundaries before even really starting on the more intricate part, so that way I can know where to kind of follow along from. So from here it comes down, does one of these. So from here, comes down, does one of these, and then cuts back up, back into it, and curls into a point there, and then goes into a triangle-ish right here. Maybe this needs to be higher. Excuse me. Curls into a point there. This needs to come up flat. It is a lot of work. The epic trio of awesome. Oh, yeah, me too. How's it going? How are you today, my good sir? This is a very intricate and confusing design. My apologies if I don't pay enough attention to anything. Come over here. Yeah. This comes up, right? So this is that boundary line. So we kind of do the same thing on the other, but it's supposed to be hidden by this. So I think I did that a little low, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. So now we're coming into this last one. That's rude. They covered it by her name. Alright. I didn't want to, but I'm going to Twitter. Hey, forgive me. Back to Twitter. It's going well. That's good to hear. Oh, look, it's... Would you look at that? It's... Everyone's drawing her. She's real pretty. I might draw Yunjin next. She's also pretty. Please tell me there it is. Oh, look, you can also see her legs. Wow. Gotta go. Your wife showed up to pick you up. I am drawing. Thank you, my good sir. Just friggin'. Give me this. I want this image. Download. Or I can just keep it up. I'll look at my notification later. Close. Oi! This is a lot. Bop. And then of course split it. And zoom in on the leg. Right, so we're only gonna have up to about here. Sounds like my mother is home. That's pretty cool. I'll probably just finish up this little bit and then call it a night and just leave it at a work in progress kind of situation. I have been streaming for a little while. How long? 1 hour and 4 minutes? Is that true? 1 hour and 2 minutes? I would trust the 1 hour and 4... That's a lot. Wow. That's surprising. Alright. Cool. Let's just get back into it, finish this part off. So it looks kind of like a lot of it has this outline. Right. So then we look right here. We're going to have on the bottom, also attached to the outline, this leaf and this leaf. And there would also be a leaf here. across from it, we would have one of these. Imagine having a wife. That'd be cool. Sorry. Going back up like this. Da. Da. This kind of just has a little peak. And then there's a little triangle thing right here too. Of course. And then this will come across and hit the leaf like that. Come across and hit the leaf like that. But it'll kind of curve. That's not very good looking. It's kind of, yeah, there we go. That's better. So these are going to be the dark spots. Whee! Just so that way I know. And then, yeah, this will kind of hit that. And there'll be a open spot right there. Kind of come up. Yes, ma'am, I'll be out in a little bit. Alrighty, so I guess my mother is home. Wouldn't you know it? I was right. That's fine. There's a black dot in the spinner. I guess I could do that a little better right here. This will come out right there, and then sharpen over there at a point, and then come out across like that and meet up with that part. And this will come across, create a triangle there. Man. Then of course, and then another one. All right. I think this is probably as good a place as any to kind of, let's actually just add in a little more of this pole arm for reference. Whee! Nice. Alright, layer, one more, and then just a big fat. Wow, that's too much. Let's just do this. No, I don't like that. That's also too much. Oh wait, I'm smart. Hold on. Let me just. Nice. And then, boom. I forgot I could do that. Alright, let's unplug that and plug my mouse back in. I dropped my mouse, that's fine. Alrighty, this is me trying to wrap up the stream while also not get all my cords tangled. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Shen He Manga Studio file. Let that save. And then save as Shen He PNG SKT for sketch. And discard changes because that's just the other one. So Shen He, she's here. She's really pretty. She's super beautiful. I love her eyes. Her whole in general. I love the whole idea that she might be related to Chongyun. We'll get into that eventually, of course. I've got probably 2 more sessions of trying to do something to make this look even good. Actually, Cryo, Liyue, or is that Mora? That looks like a dendrobium or silk flower. I guess I'll start farming up silk flowers. And that looks like a claymore and a polearm. which could infer a relationship with, or relation to, Chongyin, right? The ethereal soul amidst the mortal realm. I don't know. I'm excited. There's a lot to go over, and actually, it's a pretty good analysis of this, that right there, that right there. Let's go back to Twitter for a quick second. See what else they said about. Oi! Excuse me. About Shen He. Oh, that is nice. That is pretty. Who are you? I'll look at what you said later, but that is real pretty. Search Twitter. It's gonna just come up with Genshin, right? Because that's the only one that I ever really go to. Right here. Shen He, lonesome transcendence, ethereal soul amidst the mortal realm. Shen He comes from a branch family of a clan of exorcists. Due to certain reasons, Cloud Retainer took her in as a disciple. So she isn't like... To Shen He, Cloud Retainer is knowledgeable and... Oop, I didn't mean to click on that. Chatty master, right? Polearm impact. Thank you, Paimon. You're great. Tuanto likes her hair. Tartaglia likes her waist. I like them both. So, interesting, right? Maybe she gets fed up with the Cloud Retainer a little bit. Possible. Comes from a family. So she's not like... How do I put it? She's not like Ganyu. Right? Where Ganyu is an actual deer baby. One has traversed many realms and taken a great many pupils. Among them, Shen He bears the closest resemblance to oneself, Cloud Retainer. So this is the Cloud Retainer when talking about Shen He. Cryo Christa Dolores. Crystal Dollars. Just gonna figure out what that means. Dolores. Meaning. I want the meaning. Read. There we go. It's on the Genshin fandom already. No idea. Thanks. Following characters mention the story. What? Preload in the... Huh? What? Wait, no, this is confusing. Oh, oh my gosh. Right up here, this part. Yeah, living with the Adepti is human, no easy task. Shen He has a unique constitution, an immensely strong will, and a great talent for Adepti arts, all of which have won her the acknowledgement of the Adepti. However, the long years of cultivation, coupled with the habit of eating divine herbs and drinking the dew of the mountains, have made her more and more distant from earthly life. Interesting. She's even been regarded as a mysterious white-haired adeptus, even though she's, I'm guessing, not an adeptus. The occasional sharpness in her personality and the red ropes adorning her body add to her mystery. For past or to be written as a story, there would be multiple versions for sure. Be it an immortal or a white-haired witch, how will people view this mysterious lady? Her secrets and feelings are difficult to capture as the drifting clouds in the mountains. Interesting. Ferocious and easily angered. Obliterates her surroundings. I hope she is just so destructive that she just breaks stuff. Xingqiu is wary around her as she gives him a fierce gaze and wonders if he offended her or someone close to her. Wow. Anyways, interesting. Oh, Crest of Sorrow. That is sad. Well, well, don't be sad. Question mark. Anyways, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you guys for tuning in or for watching afterwards, especially the fact that I just kind of sat here talking about Shen He for a good probably like 10 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. I'll try and get back to this as soon as I can. Deuces.